hat in my hands. That's why I'm here with my hat. I don't have very many friends left. So I'm here literally That's why I'm here with my hat literally in my... Fuck it.
Are you expecting something?
No. What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah? Look who's talking.
You smell.
I stink.
And why do you stink?
Because I'm homeless.
And why are you homeless?
Well, remember when I started working for the feds doing the stuff I already do?
Of course I remember that. Why wouldn't I remember that?
I don't know.
That was around the time we had that big fight and I told her things couldn't go on like they'd been and you were gonna have to find some place to go.
Look, I remember all that. I was there.
Just making sure everyone's caught up.
Why wouldn't I be?
So, what happened with the Fed?
Well, when the shutdown hit in December, my lease was almost up. Then January rolled around and I still wasn't getting paid.
And you got evicted.
I got evicted. And the next budget didn't provide for a continuation of the program, so everyone got laid off.
Even the glowing rope?
No, not him. He was already fired by that point. Fucking loser.
So is he homeless too?
No. Look, I'm here, literally hat in hand, because I need a place to stay. I don't have many friends left.
What makes you think I'm your friend? I didn't say I wasn't. I just want to know what makes you think I am.
Bless your bleeding heart. That kind of shit is why.
I'll talk to Holly about letting you stay.
Yes!
It won't be free though. I know you're out of a job, so we'll have to work something out.
It's all whatever, man. It's just good to be back. So, Tim ended up coming up with an arrangement. I'm crashing here for the time being, and all I really have to do is play video games so he can make YouTube content. Unfortunately, I don't get to pick the games I'm going to play, and for some reason, he's starting me out on Super Mario 64, which is pretty much like baby's first video game. See? Look, before we even get to a menu, you can tug on Mario's face like an infant forming impressions of its parents. I sure hope I learn about shapes and animal names next.
Or how to type?
What the fuck are you holding? Don't threaten me. Anyways, even though I've already played this game a bajillion times, and even though I know all about Mario's secret double life, I can still get down with this game. God, that's horrifying. Let's just start. So here we get the basic setup for what little story there is. The princess... royalty. The princess has invited you to the castle for cake, and the ignorance of privilege here just galls me. Think about it. She's written to inform Mario that she has already, on her own initiative, made him a cake, but that Mario is the one expected to come to the castle to get it, putting the burden on Mario to make sure that her efforts didn't go to waste. I mean, she knows he's a plumber, right? Didn't it cross her mind that he could be busy with work and might not be able to make it there just whenever? What if the cake went bad? Then Mario would look like an asshole, even though it's not his fault. Or maybe he has no choice. Maybe he has to go, no matter how many pipes, faucets, and toilets need fixing. The common citizens need him, but sorry, poor underserved peasants, the princess has summoned him for surprise cake at her amusement. But actually, it's none of that. That's overthinking it. The letter is a clearly coded booty call. Although, maybe it wasn't clear enough because our boy still showed up by jumping out of a giant pipe, very probably smelling like rust and sewage. Or maybe not, the pipe just kind of vanishes into the ground, so maybe this world has no rules. Controls are simple. Joystick moves you, you can perform several different kinds of jumps in succession, just like pretty much any 3D platformer, but here's the thing. This is such an early game of its type that they actually anthropomorphize the camera. Or like turtlepomorphize. Interactive cameras, whoa, crazy idea. This is the kind of bold signature concept unique to our game that people aren't ever gonna take for granted. This is also our first indication that something is very, very wrong. We learn that the power stars are missing because this guy says he's gonna be filming Mario as he goes looking for them. But this is also the moment we learn that Mario doesn't have free will, because the Turtle Man says we're gonna do this stuff, and he's right. There's really no other option that lets you progress further in the game, so it's the only meaningful thing you can do. A man chooses, a slave obeys. But that choice is an illusion. The only way out is to not play at all. Turns out Shigeru Miyamoto was Hideo Kojima the whole time. Over here, there's an extra life I like to grab hidden in a tree, and when these birds fly in front of me, I can really see why this game blew people's minds. I gotta give this game some credit. 3D games were still kind of immature, but this one came out pretty fully formed and future-proof. And if you had dropped $200 on an N64 back in 1996, that little detail is the kind of thing that would have made you feel pretty good about your investment. So Bowser laughs at you and tells you to scram, and then after you punch this little mushroom dude, he tells you that Bowser stole all the stars that the little voyeuristic flying reptile Andrew Ryan wannabe from earlier had asked you if you would kindly go get. There's a door with a big star on it which takes 8 power stars to unlock, which he thinks the princess is in. I guess I should listen to him, it's not like he's ever disappointed me before. Anyways, it takes stars to unlock doors, and I don't have any yet, so I have to go to this unlocked door first and jump inside this painting, which looks like it feels sticky. And now I'm in a level! Bad guys from earlier Mario games show up, like these little Goombas. You complete various objectives in each level to get stars, and I like the first one they give you because it involves the assassination of a monarch. But, because freedom, I decide to go out of order, and I get my first star by letting a dangerous animal run unchecked. A man chooses. A slave obeys. Now, Super Mario 64 does this thing where every time you pick up a star from completing an objective, it boots you out of the level, so you've got to re-enter each time. This is going to get more annoying later when the game gets harder and you're just playing the same areas over and over and over again. It really seems like a rookie design mistake.
Well, it looks like that in hindsight, and that's because it is. Mario 64 was pretty much the new archetype for 3D video games, so the broad strokes and big innovations were definitely more important than its problems. Little annoying things like this would get ironed out of other games that followed its blueprint.
Well, thanks for the lecture, Professor.
You're welcome.
I guess you're just gonna chime in without warning, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. If you read this sign, it tells you how to read signs. Fun fact, you use the same button for throwing punches, talking to people, reading signs, and lifting objects. All useful skills for murder. Speaking of murder, I decided to carry out the assassination of the Babam King this time around, and you have to climb this mountain to get to your target, who I would assume is the one rolling these giant balls at me, but then once I get up there, it turns out he has no balls. He's easy, too. You've got to pick him up by punching him in the back. He's big, but he turns real slow, so just get away from him after he gets up, and then run behind him once he starts waddling towards you. Do this 3 times, bam, you win. I like how he says you defused him, but then he blows up. So you talk to these pink baboms to use the cannons because they're pacifists and they don't use cannons, but they have cannons and they know you're not a pacifist. So they're terrible pacifists. Which, to be fair, is my favorite kind of pacifist. This big turtle guy heard you killed the Babam King, so naturally, he challenges you to a foot race. Now, you'd think that a foot race against a turtle would be really easy. Good. It's good that you think that. Shoot to the island in the sky can be done pretty much on autopilot if you've ever played this game before. You just go into this cannon right up the hill, line up the shot with this corner, and then fire straight up, and you're guaranteed to land on this sign that some weirdo planted on a hovering island. Why is this making me flash forward to No Man's Sky? Find the 8 red coins! This one's pretty easy. You've seen some of them already in passing. You just gotta round 8 of them up from all over the map, but that takes too long, and right now, I don't wanna. I feel like switching it up. It's time to unlock our first door. This one leads to a snow level on a mountaintop, and when you jump down this chimney, it leads to a slip and slide instead of a fireplace, because one thing video games are is weird. If you go into this hidden tunnel, then your cold, harrowing downhill journey comes to an even quicker end as life opportunities literally pass you by. Because that's another thing video games are. But at least you get a gold star. Little Penguin Lost. This kind of thing is a hero's main pastime, right up there with getting kittens out of trees and helping old people cross the street. We've got this mama penguin and her baby's gone missing, and the idea is to find the little whippersnapper and bring it back. Like, seriously, this is a superheroing 101 kind of task. It's a piece of cake. Yeah, come here, little buddy. Let's go see mommy. What do you mean this ain't your baby? Fuck. Okay. Maybe you? All right, the day saved and a family reunited, and I got a gold star for being a hero. And now we're at Big Penguin Race, because even though I'm not in a fursuit, all these talking animals want a piece of me. This guy tells me he's the world champion sledder and challenges me to a race, which is a dickish kind of flex. That'd be like if I challenged Tim to an arm wrestle. But it's not exactly sledding since you're just scraping downhill on your ass. Precision is key, so I don't even try to jump after these coins and oh, fuck! No, wait, I'm okay. I'm just sliding backwards on my junk. I guess this gives snowballing yet another meaning. I win. That should have killed me. He says I broke his record. Well, that's what he gets for being 400 pounds of smug shit. Humble pie is a dish best served cold. Get 8 red coins. Oh, joy. Pretty much every level has a star for this. They're tedious and I don't like them, but it does kind of let me multitask. See, in every level, if you get 100 coins, you can unlock a bonus star, and it doesn't even kick you out of the level for picking it up. So I like to get 100 coins when I'm already hunting down the red ones. That way I can get 2 stars in one go, because if I'm gonna go retread, I'm gonna go full retread. The only reason I didn't do it in the first level is because a lot of the coins I need are up in the sky, and it's a huge pain in the ass trying to get them before you unlock the special winged hat that lets you fly.
Spoiler alert, dude.
That's not a fucking spoiler. This game came out when you were 7.
That doesn't mean everyone's played it, though.
He's right there on the box, wearing it and flying around.
Okay, I see your point, but just be careful in general. Some people
shouldn't be watching me play shit if they're worried about spoilers. This whole video is a spoiler.
Okay, I get your point.
Mario kills Dumbledore.
I said I get it. I'm sorry. Look, I'm done.
They had a very intense sexual relationship. Although I'm not sure how intense it could have been. The way Mario punches here is just about the most impotent thing I've ever seen. Oh, wait, Tim. Or are you gonna tell me that that remark might be upsetting to a sexually challenged viewer?
No, I don't really
Because I'm alpha as fuck. I honestly wouldn't even know for sure what's offensive to the beta population, so you'd have to tell me if I'd crossed that line.
Jesus, dude.
Because I'm just doing and saying what entertains me. I know what I think is funny, and I know what I'd want to watch, so if you're not on my level, I can't guarantee this stuff is for you. My videos are BAFTA. You know what that means?
The British Academy of Film...
By Alpha for the Alphas. Because if you follow someone who calls himself an alpha, you know what that makes you?
A beta?
Alpha. What the fuck did you just say?
A beta.
No, stupid, before that. Some shit about Britain?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say shit.
Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch.
Do you want to be homeless?
So that's our 8th star. And it says we can open the big door that leads to Bowser. But since that was for getting 100 coins, we can still grab the star for the red coins before we exit the stage. It asks if we can hear the princess calling. No, Tim's N64. I can't. Gosh, I sure hope the princess is all right. I really would just hate to keep Her Highness waiting. I shudder to think that every second I'm not heading straight towards Bowser increases the danger she's in. I mean, how will her country survive if there's no royalty to govern it? I better go straight to Bowser once I exit the level. I like Snowman's lost his head. It's probably another metaphor for sex. This snowball sitting on a bizarrely horrifying pedestal is apparently supposed to be a torso of a snowman, and it actually asks you if you know of anybody in need of a good body. Nobody asks that question except for fitness trainers and whores. So basically, yeah, fitness trainers. So now I'm off to go find some head, and the snowball is following me because it's alpha. And I love how this thing grows larger as it rolls downhill, picking up the snow. Again, it's these little touches. Mind-blowing in 96. So you lead it to this head, which gives you the star, and what the fuck? So these faces on the pedestal earlier were pictures of this guy that the body just had? So that's creepy. The head has the same pictures, but that's not weird because those are for himself. Lots of people keep pictures of themselves lying around. Look, here's one that I have. It's made out of duct tape. This was made by a fan.
Wait, for real?
For real. I've had it for 10 years.
Where were you keeping it the whole time you
I've been sleeping on it since January. So the last star in this level requires just a touch of platforming finesse. It's on a part of the level that I haven't gotten to yet. And to get there, I have to talk to another pacifist bomb so I can use his cannon. For luck. What? The pacifist bomb would have been okay with it. See, look, now that I'm here, I don't even kill these people. This part wasn't exactly hard, it's just a little tricky. They put this little heart here so that you can run through to refill your health, which takes the edge off a bit. It doesn't take too long to get the jumps right and get the star. Well, that's all the ones on this stage. I guess it's time to stop messing around and go upstairs and save the... Oh yeah, the wing cap level! It's that super major big spoiler you wanted me to avoid, Tim.
Cute.
Yeah, you love it.
So, are you a bit jealous?
Of what?
Well, of Mario right now. I don't know what all your powers are. Like, I know you're immortal, but I've never seen you fly.
Nah, I can do what he's doing.
Flying?
No, see, it's not really flying, it's his hat.
Yeah, but it gives him the power of flight.
Nah, look closer, man. It's those little wings. He's making them flap. They're probably connected to his eyebrows.
His eyebrows.
Yeah, like he's raising them real fast and lowering them real fast. Like hardcore Spock flexing. I'd be able to do it too if I had his hat and wasn't wearing a mask.
You know, I've never actually seen your face.
Yeah, well, there's eyebrows on it. I mean, spoiler alert. Anyways, pressing that red button unlocked the wing cap in other levels, but see how it says it was one of the castle's secret stars? That's weird. I thought they were all secret. That's the whole point, isn't it? Because Bowser doesn't want you to have them, so he hid them all, which is why you're looking at all these paintings, and only within the paintings can you uncover what you're looking for. But the more you uncover, the more you end up having to find, which just means more leads to follow up, and Obi-Wan Kenobi, what the fuck are you doing? Guess who has really sensitive nipples? Not Mario. At least, not anymore. Hope you enjoyed that, because it's all downhill from here. It's not a very complicated level, but I'll let it slide. Apparently this was another one of the castle's secret stars. It was so secret that you have to go through a door that tells you exactly how many stars it takes to unlock it, and then jump out a window in a room with only one point of entry just to find it. Whatever, it's time to finally stop lollygagging around collecting secrets and finally go play the first level again. Since I've got the wing cap, I'm gonna go for 100 coins and the 8 red ones. Red coins also help you get to 100 faster because they're worth 2 yellow coins. Blue coins are rare, but they're worth 5. You can find one in this level if you ruthlessly pursue and kill this turtle in self-defense. I'm walking on air! You can get coins by running in circles around these wood posts. Doesn't work in real life, though. Okay, so unlike the pink bombs, well, these ones are violent. I was really trying hard not to say the black ones are violent, although I guess I just did.
Hey, watch it, dude.
It's okay, it's not racist if I'm really meta about it. So anyways, the violent ones do use the cannons, but the cannons just shoot water. So you're probably wondering, how violent could they really be? I mean, I know I'd rather put my trust in what the pink ones already told me. Better safe than sorry, really. I mean, yes, it's true that both groups possess cannons, and I suppose you could hurt someone with that much water, so what I'm saying is that you could reasonably think that a water gun is a credible threat to be met with deadly force. But only if the person using it is black.
Oh, for fuck's
Calm
sake.
down.
No,
What
no,
are
no,
you
you're
freaking
done.
out
No,
about? What did I
no,
say?
we're turning it off.
Hey, so I'm recording this a day later. Tim made me sleep outside for the night. He seemed kind of mad about something. Kept saying something about how I've been given a platform, which is a kind of power, and with great power comes great responsibility, blah, blah, whatever. I'm a superhero, I'm above it. Anywho, in my defense, I didn't kill the guy because of his race. I killed him to take his money. I'll be playing today just until I get the last star in this level. Tim says he wants to keep me on a short leash for some fucking reason, I don't know. So, I find the last red coin on the No Man's Sky floating island, but it's not time to grab the star for it yet because I still need to get 100 regular coins. There's 4 more to go, and if I had been smart about it, I would have come up here a lot sooner. As it is, I have to launch myself these floating clusters to get them, which triggers the unlock animation in midair, which is a bit of a pain. That said, at least now I get to try something No Man's Sky won't even let me do, which is to actually fly into a star. For Christ's sake, it's been 20 minutes! I like how the wings disappear when I pick up the star I unlocked just before the last one. The puff of smoke and the sound effect kind of make it look like a magic trick. Those floating coin clusters are actually their own objective too. You have to fly through them all in order to get the star. Just grab your wing cap, jump into the cannon, and there you go. And that does it for the stars on this level. Well, you look happy. Was I better behaved, Daddy?
What was that?
Well, you just had this shit-eating grin on your face. What was that all about?
Oh, it's nothing.
You only make that face when you're coming up with shitty jokes.
This is true.